when we were doing our test case. Just a moment, let's start. Okay. So you can say when we were designing our test plan and test lab, these are the environments we evaluated. We will have three different environments. Testing environment where we will do all our functional testing
And the lab.
in the lab.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do the complete testing into staging environments, which will be almost similar to what it will be in the live environment or production environment. No, still not getting?
Getting there.
Right, so that's where you have to say it here. In the testing phase, you can say that thing. Any questions for that?
No.
So what do you have to tell about different protocol? Scope of testing while you additional project development plan. What do we have to say about
that?
I have like one question, like before we talked about test plan something. So like we have to write test plan?
Yes, we have to write a test plan. Sometimes yes, sometimes your lead writes a test plan. Sometimes you have to write the test plan.
So we have to write something like from whatever they have given us, or we have to write just.
Most of the companies will have their own templates. So let me show you the templates that we had in Valchallen, and you can ask your manager that do we have any test plans for any other previous projects. So if you can give me that, I can use that as a baseline.
If not, you showed us the template.
If not, yeah. If not, then we can give.
And how
then
do
I
you
heard
create it from this template?
Yeah, let me
so
show
you have
that.
to type from beginning?
Yes, you have to type it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
But everything will be there, so you just follow that.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything?
Remember you showed us yesterday example of the template? If it's not there, then you just put in information.
From the beginning. Yeah. So let's go over through the different documents that we have. So how many documents so far we discussed? How many so far documents we discussed? Give me the names.
Requirements.
SRS. You can use those acronyms. That would be really impressive.
SDLC.
SDLC is the phases. It's not a document.
Oh, sorry. SRQ.
Vivo.
Which one? Guys, you don't read the document that I follow you. As nobody has written, nobody has given me answers.
Like business requirement document, software requirement document.
Yes. So what are the different? Yeah. Test plan documents. Yes. So what are the other documents that we discussed? Marketing requirement document. Okay, so let's go over through this document once. Right, so that's where we have written UIS, MRD. You can even just say over there.
I said SRS.
What about the rest?
I said one.
Yeah. So that's just really going to help you to get a job. All right. Yes. So let's do the MRD, the second one, right? So how does the MRD look like, and who writes the MRD? The business, the marketing team of the company. They went to the market, they go to the hospital, and they try to understand what actually the client need. So they write in brief that if we have these things into the market, it will help us. But again, it may vary from company to company. Some company they write directly system requirement specification. Some companies directly write business requirement documentation, and then they do it. So every company has a different variety of documents they follow. So we'll try to understand a couple of things. Our only job is to read them.
Okay. So they might just give it to you, you just have to read them.
Yes, read them, yeah.
And what if they don't give it to you?
You ask them. If they don't have it, just any document that you have, or explain me or explain me the project, you can say.
So if you went on the Valchallen and they didn't give you this, and so they would explain everything to you?
You can ask. If not, then you play around with the software.
Okay. And you said who writes this? The
business
BA?
analyst or the
Okay.
marketing team of the
Okay.
company, right? So every let's from the beginning we understood that. Okay, now you see the intended users. So first they will define the number of users that a system will have.
All
Clinical
those.
users
Okay.
and non-clinical.
Non-clinical.
So we already saw that, and then after talking to the different clients and after talking to different hospitals, they come up with a final set of users that we will need an admin, we will need a nurse, we will need a physician, and we will need a doctor.
Okay.
But in all the documents that we are going to see, the amount of information or the detail of information will vary, but the content will remain almost same, because the patient information you will find it in MRD, you will find it in SRS also, you will find in SDDS also. So but the idea here is the persons who write these documents, or all these documents shows what that department of the company understood for the Connect PM means. Like SDDS, who writes this document? SDDS. This SDDS.
So
What does this
detailed
include?
design specification.
Software detailed design specification. Who writes these documents?
The developer?
Developers, right?
Developers.
So SDDS documents, when you read that, you can assume what a developer thinks about the software,
Okay.
and that's
Based
what
on
he
what
writes.
they write.
Yeah,
Okay.
based on what they
And then
understood.
the MRD is written by the BA, and they write what they
What they understood
from
what
the
they
client.
understood, yeah.
Got it.
They do that.
So most time it's similar but not the same.
Yeah.
So MRD, who is writing MRD?
Business analyst.
So you read both of them, and then based on that, you write your test cases.
Correct.
But do you have to write both? Like, you know how one says so.
No, you do. Sometimes what happens, you can write your test case using directly your SRS also, and that's it. Sometimes the SRS is more descriptive. In some companies, they don't have much more detail in the SRS.
Okay.
So
So
you need to
whichever
read
has the more
SDS.
details, you make a
Yeah.
decision, and then you make your test
So for
case.
one module, read all these documents.
Okay.
Patient management, what they wanted in the marketing team might wanted something, but developers develop something else.
Okay.
So there is a discrepancy between these two. So it's your job to report that. Okay, marketing, people wants this, and guys, you are building this thing. It's not good, even though it's
Okay,
working
so if
fine.
you get like the information from the MRD versus the SRS or SDDS, you tell whoever, like the developer, that this is what the MRD was saying, this is what you're saying.
What you're
so
saying.
you need to connect
You
and
need
let
to
me know.
connect with and let me know.
Okay.
So they have their own peer reviews also. So what happens when the marketing team and the software architecture team, they sit together
Okay.
and they say, okay, now for patient management you want this thing, and we understood this thing. So they open these two documents together in the company. When they do the meeting.
Which happens, I think you said, what, in the beginning of.
Yes.
But do we have to talk during the meeting, or we just listening?
If you don't understand, ask the question. That's the only basic purpose of QAs in the meeting.
So is that when you mentioned like that the MRD and SDDS are not
Is not connected, yeah.
You can say it then.
You can say it, yeah. MRD and SRS, right?